Now, how many times have you built a website and you have a loop inside there, and part of that loop is that you've got a featured image? Well, sometimes you have posts that don't have featured images loaded, and it kind of looks a bit rubbish. Here's a good example. You can see the first 3 posts here all have their featured image, and the 4th one, doesn't have one. Now, we could have a lot more posts inside here and a lot of missing images, and things just kind of fall apart in the design. We can handle that really easy by using a meta key query as part of our query loop in Bricks Builder. Let me demonstrate how you can use it and give you some resources to expand this should you need to. So here's our post loop inside Bricks Builder, and as you can see, there's our offending post without the featured image. Not what we want. So the easiest way to handle this is to go to the loop. So you can see in this example, the loop is using these cards to be the loop. Open up the query loop itself, and inside there, you'll see we have an option for meta query. So we can add a meta query inside here. So what we can do is we can set this up to check for various different things. In this example, we want to check for the existence of a featured image. If no featured image, don't include it in the actual loop itself. So that's being queried out. Easy to do. You need to use the meta key. So in this example, we want to check for the thumbnail ID, and I'll show you where you can get a list of common meta keys in a moment. Meta value, we're going to leave that blank, and all we're going to do is say how we want to compare it. So all we're going to do is we're going to open this up, and we're going to say that it exists. So what we're saying is to check the thumbnail ID or the featured image, just to make sure it exists. If it doesn't, don't include it. You can see as soon as we add that in, that 4th offending item is no longer included. Let's save this, jump over into our test page, and you can see that is now no longer visible. Just to confirm this, let's just jump back in, edit one of our posts. We'll say sample post number 3. We'll edit this, and we'll remove that featured image. Save, jump back over to our test page and refresh. As you can see, that has been removed. It is as simple as that. Now, if you're getting value from this video and you want to be kept up to date with more content like this that I release every single week, hit that subscribe button down below. It helps out an absolute ton. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the other keys that we have available. I'll link this Stack Overflow article in the description down below, so you can check that out. But you can see we've got some post meta keys. There's our thumbnail ID we've just used. But you can also check things like when it's last edited, if it's a page template and so on. Not so useful, but you've also got things like user meta keys, so first name, last name, nickname, and so on. So if you want to check the existence of these on a user profile and then do something with it or hide, you can use these kind of meta keys. There's lots of different keys you can use as part of standard WordPress. I would encourage you to check out how you can use those inside the meta queries. Now, if you want to learn more about working with bricks, check out this playlist next. There are tons of videos there that'll help you get up to speed. As always, all applicable links are down below. My name is Paul C.